Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're talking about Synth Riders Remastered Edition here on the PlayStation VR2. I'm really excited to take a look at this game because this is one of the more unique music rhythm games that are out there. Obviously I've played this game on the Quest a lot. It's a game that was on the Quest before that's being brought over to the PlayStation VR2, and it was even on PSVR1 as well. But they've remastered it. They've added haptics on the controller. They added haptics, that are supporting the PlayStation VR2 and what it can do. Obviously increased resolution and increased graphic quality and stuff like that, as you guys are looking at here. And just seeing how much this game has actually improved and if it's still fun. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, here we are with Synth Riders on the PSVR2. This is a game that I've played a lot of on the Oculus Quest. It's a really fun game that I'm going to show you guys here, show you guys what this game is all about. It is a music rhythm game, but it has its own flair and stuff like that. You can see here the environments, and obviously I just played it on the Quest 2 recently just to get a feel for what I remember it being like. And obviously in this game already, it definitely feels apparent just being in this home world that things are a little bit more clear. They're not as blurry, and you can kind of see like everything in the environment here. It looks a little bit better, more detail on those buildings back there and the arcade machine down below and stuff like that. We'll see how much it affects actual gameplay here, but we're going to go ahead and start with the solo mode here first. Just to give you guys an idea, you can have all these different gameplay options on here. We're going to do one of the new packs here. This one just came out. Let's go ahead and try this one here on normal. They have all these different stages as well. All these different ones that you can kind of play in if you want to choose it, or you can just let the song choose it. So the idea is you're holding blue, and this line here you follow, and then this you punch. And then the other one is your red. This you gotta hold your hands together so it does yellow. You definitely feel like when you're punching that you feel it with this PSVR2 haptic on your controller. The better you get it on that line, the more points you obviously get.
They taught themselves to be a cow. They didn't know as many strategies. They taught themselves to be a cow. They didn't know as many strategies. On Cracker Island it was raised by the collective from the grave.
That you gotta duck down, of course.
It only came out at night. It ate up their paradise. Where the truth was auto-tuned, and its sadness I consumed into my formats every day. In the end I had to pay. Out there on my silver lake. In the end it will be great.
This you gotta sidestep.
Between the times, I held on, I survived. They taught themselves to be a cow. They didn't know as many strategies. They taught themselves to be a cow. They didn't know as many strategies. On Cracker Island it will go. Join the collective in the sky. And on a shining boat of light, go up to paradise.
Feels good.
Where the truth
Like I said, the haptics feel good.
and its sadness
That definitely would be the differentiating factor compared to the Quest.
into my formats every day. In the end I had to pay. In the end I had to pay. In the end I'll be okay.
And there we go. There's our score. We got our combo, our multiplier sitting right there, which is cool. Welcome to Synth Riders. There's our longest streak combos. You can, of course, get your leaderboards on how you actually did on this song, where you rank, all that kind of stuff. You got your self score, where you are there on the leaderboards. 414 is where we sit. You got your friends that you can compare against, and you can challenge. You can play the current challenges that are going on, the people that they have in the game and stuff like that, which is cool. Now, something to know, of course, you can change all of the different modes on here, from easy, expert, master, normal, or hard. That was obviously hard. You have options over here to make it a little bit easier for you, like no fail mode if you want to do that, and obstacles, and kind of turn that down. Right now, we had it on rhythm style gameplay, so it was just the score is based on how well you're timing the rhythm to the actual song. You can also change it to force, which changes like it goes based on how hard you're actually hitting the targets. So you can play in either way, which is really cool. So that's how you can do that. And then we also have extra stuff on here, like the note speed you can mess with, vanishing notes, all these different things that you can play with. You have all of these different things that you can play with right here on the bottom, like different profiles that you can make it, which is really cool. Now, if you go back here to the main menu, of course, you also have multiplayer as well. So you can play online, and there's party mode as well. So you can come in here and kind of just play a party mode and go through all the different tracks and stuff and see who has the highest score, which is really cool. I love party modes in games like this. But what's really cool and what sets this game apart that I really like is it kind of plays like Mario Kart if you play in a certain mode. So like we just said, we went into the multiplayer mode, and you can see all of these different power-ups here on the left-hand side when you start a match. And you can enable them if you want to, you can disable it if you want to, but essentially it turns into like a Mario Party type thing because you're throwing these different things at people. Sometimes they randomize a color on you, so your hands are going to swap. Sometimes they make the notes a lot bigger or a lot smaller. Sometimes the notes will vanish in front of you, and you'll have to still hit to the beat. Sometimes you'll have invaders come in front of you that you have to attack. It's like little Space Invader guys that come at you and stuff. All this mayhem that makes it really fun multiplayer. Of course, it's not going to be something you do competitively, but it makes this game stand out where it has like this multiplayer, Mario Party type or power-ups that you're using and kind of stuff that I usually really like playing when it comes to playing with friends and stuff like that. So the multiplayer here is really cool. You can choose from any variety of songs. You can choose from rhythm or normal, like we talked about before. All the stages that people play in, they show up in these little boxes that everyone kind of hang out in here. Obviously your leaderboards and stuff, and it keeps track on how many times people have won in the lobby. So the game is really cool in multiplayer with that mode that I really, really like. But that's essentially what you guys can expect from Synth Riders. Of course, there's a lot of different music packs on here. As you can see, this game has been going on for a while. 99 Lives, Fix, Synthwave Essentials 1, 2, the Gorilla Pack that just came out, Groovin' Essentials, League of Legends, they have a music pack for that as well. Lindsey Sterling, Muse. So there's a lot of different packs that you can get into here with all of different variety of music that you can either come with the game, or some of them are music packs that you purchase as DLC, as you guys can see here as well. And I like the variety of the stages and all the leaderboards and stuff. So like I said, what sets this one apart is, besides the way that you're doing the actual music and rhythm game, of course, is the soundtrack. And then of course that multiplayer mode I really, really like. What makes it stand out to me when I play this, and it has 8-player online. Live playing against each other, which is really fun, talking to each other and playing it like that, and just talking with your friends and having a good time. As far as what it compares to the Quest version, it is really, really similar. I wouldn't say that you would have to buy this one immediately if you played it on the Quest and you want to play it again on the PSVR. The haptics are cool. It definitely feels punchier when you're hitting the notes. You can feel it in the hands and in the haptics. It is really nice, but I wouldn't say it's anything mind-blowing like some of the other games on the PSVR that I've talked about. It is there and it's cool. And I do think it definitely looks a lot sharper. I think the text and everything looks sharper, and the world, like I said here, is sharper. But again, this isn't really a game about graphics or anything, so that's not really a reason why you would buy the game over again. Yes, it does look sharper and it does look better, but it's not anything to go crazy about that you're going to repurchase the game and all your DLC all over again. But if you're just getting into it, if you've never played the game, I would definitely choose the PSVR2 version if you haven't played the game on either platform, or if you just have the PSVR2. This is a great music rhythm game. A lot of songs, a lot of stuff to explore, a lot of stages, great multiplayer modes like we talked about. So I would definitely check this one out. Other than that, guys, if you guys have any questions about anything we talked about, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.